Hello, wrestling fans, and welcome to Wrestling Gab. That is Dalitha. I am Travis.
Hello.
And it is good to see you guys. It is Friday night. It is time for SmackDown. Hopefully you guys had a good week. It looks like they're recapping the Roman Reigns stuff from last week. Here comes Cesaro.
They have to show what happened. Because nobody knows. Nobody. Y'all don't know what's happening, y'all. Y'all don't know.
Glad that you're being
up
loud.
in here, up in there. What?
I said I'm glad that you're being loud because then I can see the little thing because that's where I talk.
Oh, yeah, well, that's not my normal voice. My normal voice is out there and loud. Even my whisper is loud. Right. Go back to the chat.
Well, I will. I just want to see where we're peeking out at.
Peeking out. Doesn't matter.
Yep.
Mine's going to peak at... You can put it on the lowest one and it'll peak. Anyways, we got Ayla out there. Hey, Ayla. We have Javier with us. We have JVD in the chat. Hey, JVD. We also have Walter with us. Ryoto's out there. We have Ian Glazer was in here. And Aaron's out there somewhere with himself and all his 487 personalities.
Aaron Reed just asked me a question. He said, do I know what happened to Mickie James? Are you talking about the garbage bag incident? Because that's been everywhere for about the last 2 days. The old garbage bag incident. I'm just glad that you guys are here. We're hanging out. It's Friday night. It's time to relax, watch some wrestling, hang out with you guys.
Wrestle. JVD's like, so when I type in caps, it's accurate for Dalitha. That's right.
Yes.
Because that's my normal voice, by the way. I've been told on many occasions from many different people how loud I am. Walter's like, trivia commercial? What? What kind of channel do you think this is? We got Joven in the chat. Hey, Joven, we have Samoa with us. Says, hey guys, what's up? And see the apology from WWE to Mickie James?
Did.
Yeah, because some asshat decided it would be a hilarious joke to send all the people who were let go their things that may have been left and sent it to him in garbage bags. Black garbage bags. So that asshat has now been fired and completely does not have a job anymore. And hopefully they can't get on unemployment and then they never ever get a job ever again anywhere else.
You just want them to die.
Pretty much.
That's so weird. You're like a liberal. Like, I just want them to die.
Well, they don't seem to be a very good part to society, so why would you want them around?
There's Seth. The man's man.
The man of the hour.
I was talking about Seth. He's the man's man.
See?
Let me see how much sweaty I can get and put this leather jacket on over the top of it.
I know. It's so gross. That's why I said their outfits sometimes are so weird. Javier's like, today is Cena's birthday. Sweet. JVD's like, the whole creative team belongs in a garbage bag. Yeah.
Right? I agree 100%.
Right? Luke was saying something over Instagram, but I guess the person who was the key figure who got rid of the Iconics, like, made sure that Peyton Royce and Billie Kay were fired or let go,
right,
has now been fired.
I don't know. I thought that was the main guy.
I thought so too, but...
Not Chris Shit, but the other one. The one that doesn't like the foreign speakers. He doesn't like Becky either, because she talked too Irish.
Uh-huh. JVD's like, look, it's Becky's baby daddy.
Yeah?
Yeah, he's a baby daddy. He gets adulations for what?
He hasn't got any thanks. He hasn't got one. That's what he's saying.
From
he hasn't got it.
Why does he need a thanks?
Because he's the Messiah.
JVD's like, the whole creative team belongs in a garbage bag. And Walter said, let's Cesaro talk in the ring, LOL. Right? Tell Seth. You tell him, Walter. You tell Seth. Let's see. Someone says Mark Carano. He's the moron who did it. JVD's like, look, it's Becky's baby daddy. Javier says they had to fire someone for the garbage.
Yeah, they gotta fire somebody.
They need to fire a whole bunch of people, not the wrestlers. Well, some of them probably need to be fired, but not the ones that they fired.
Whoa, That's what happened. Mother Nature and God combined to create a weather delay, which threw him off his game, and that's why he lost to Cesaro. I just wonder why he lost.
Oh.
It was an act of God.
So he doesn't know why he lost, but he's just making up stories because he's terrible at his job.
He just said you couldn't beat me again. That's not going to happen.
Is that a challenge? No, it's not a challenge. It's a threat.
Postman Pierce better come out. Oh, it's going to be Jey Uso.
Is it really interesting, though?
It's very interesting.
I don't know if I consider this more interesting. I hate the way he talks. It's so irritating.
When he yells to talk?
It just, any talking he does anymore, it's just like, ugh. Well, there's like Pat McAfee doing commentary on SmackDown. Yes, he's gonna be there.
To be honest, I didn't hear him.
Chris O'Connor is like, Rollins mentioned
yet.
God. I thought he was God.
He's the Messiah.
He's
totally
the Messiah,
different.
so he is a vessel of God.
Why is Seth giving him instructions? I'm gonna ride with you. I'll go right.
Sure.
This is silly.
Like,
So
Usos
is Seth
couldn't
and
do
Roman working
anything.
together a little bit in the back now again? Is that what they're gonna hint toward? Half of the Shield back together? Here comes Daniel.
Daniel Bryan's gonna come save him.
Daniel needed to get some spotlight.
He's like, well, Cesaro is my friend and we put him over, so I'm gonna come out.
Oh, get your figures right. Turn that frown upside down.
Chris Akane is in the chat, but Chris Connell says listening muted because of Pat McAfee. Well, you don't like Pat McAfee?
You don't like the Pat, huh?
It's like, I really like Pat. He's doing really good on commentary.
Yeah, he's like a fan. He did really good last week. I liked it.
JBD's like, I heard they are keeping Keith Lee off TV because Vince told him to lose weight.
Wouldn't be surprised. But I also don't know if that's true. But I wouldn't be surprised. He didn't like Bray Wyatt being overweight either.
And Keith Lee was one of the guys that they did send back down to the Performance Center to work on things.
With Drew Gulak.
As they did Otis.
Plus, you know, if he was around, what would he be doing? He would just be in the mid-card. So it might be a good thing for him not to be around, guys. Because eventually he's going to come back and he's going to be pushed right into the main event.
Yeah. So
and it's going to be a surprise, hopefully. Hopefully they don't go, next Friday he's going to be on TV. Hopefully it's somebody's getting jumped and his music pops and he runs down and beats up, you know.
Right. Snow says, well, Bayley is challenging Bianca at WrestleMania Backlash.
Good deal. Cool. Looks like Sasha wants some payback on that too, so that should be interesting.
JVD's like, I probably get Ding Dong Hello tonight. That's a possibility,
I like the
I'm
Ding
sure.
Dong. Hopefully she's on here.
Walter's like, a tag team match? Maybe. Alright, Aaron, we'll see you later.
He works harder than everybody.
What is he trying to do? Kiss his butt?
I guess.
He's worked harder
definitely
than Roman
worked
Reigns.
Ooh, low shot right there.
That was a low shot. That's nice, though, as it should be.
They do that every once in a while. It's pretty funny. Roman's only there because of his family ties. It does have a lot to do with what he looks like.
JVD is like, it's gonna be a tag match, playa. But is it? Just kidding. Javier's like, I forgot Becky Lynch tricked us. She tricked us? So...
Did you guys hear what Riddle said about all these women in the WWE? Riddle's wife?
Her wife said it?
His wife, yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. His wife said it?
Uh-huh. It was pretty funny. He talks about, because she's a personal trainer, like a Olympic style lifter.
Oh, yeah.
And she's like, this is my butt after 3 kids. She has a picture of her butt. And she's like, now this is women who getting paid to look good on TV, getting millions of dollars, and this is their butts. And she showed a bunch of wrestlers' butt. Like Becky Lynch's, how it's all loose. And she called it skinny loose jiggle or something.
Mm-hmm.
She said it shouldn't be.
Work on their butts.
She's like, squat, squat, squat. Anyway, she got in a little bit of trouble, and that's what the Riddle and Seth Rollins beef was about. That was happening a couple weeks ago.
Oh, there was beef?
Mm-hmm.
That's funny.
I guess it was more than a couple weeks ago, a couple months ago. Was over that stuff.
Huh.
She's like, a lot of wrestlers reach out to work with me, because they do. They reach out to her because she's an Olympic trainer.
Right.
And she's like, because they're smart.
I don't think that she should have to apologize for that, and they shouldn't be put on, just because his wife said it doesn't mean that he should be punished for it, and she shouldn't be punished for it, because the bitches do need to put in the work. If they're going to be out there on fucking TV, you better look at your top peak. Right. And if that's your top peak, then you have a very bad body, or you're not doing the right exercises to make your body look the best.
Right. Obviously, she's not talking about Rose, Mandy Rose.
No, she's not talking about her or Dana or Bianca Belair or Sasha Banks or, but how many of them, or Bailey, or ones like that.
Possibly Bailey.
But
she's a little softer now than she used to be.
Yeah, but not her butt. Her butt's still big. She still has a big old butt out there. But she's kind of, I don't know if she has, you can't tell with all of her clothes on, but the last time she wore wrestling gear, she looked a little bit better. And it wasn't too long ago.
When is she going to wrestle again? It's been forever.
Yeah.
You're like a casino loser. So Seth is out there with Roman.
So he couldn't come up with anything better than you're just a stupid loser. Wow, Roman, I think that you need to take some freaking pointers from Paul Heyman on how to talk on the mic or something. Because you're a moron.
Are they going to let Paul talk? Nope.
No.
Roman just came out, talked, and left.
I don't even know why he would take the time.
Match now.
Huh. Well,
okay.
I think that was dumb, and it made no sense. Anyways, Javier said, I forgot Becky Lynch tricked us. Javier also said Riddle forgot his line. JVD says, yeah, Becky has been trolling us since the Rumble about her return. Chris is like, Reigns and Rollins? No. Simo says, I remember that post, Travis. She got run down for those comments.
Oh, yeah, body shaming and all sorts of stuff.
Well, you know what? Maybe they should have thicker skin. And, in fact, if they're going to be a wrestler and they're going to say that their body is in top peak performance shape and they're going to put themselves out there, then they should make sure that their body's in top physical shape. And if they have a problem area and they can prove, well, I just, I work out, this is my exercise routine, and no matter what I do, it just doesn't work, then it can happen. I mean, people have those areas of their body that just never get muscular, never get bigger, never work out. No matter what exercise you do, even if you do the right ones, it might just be their food intake that they're not doing correctly. So, who knows? Anyways, we have Alita Kelly in the chat. Hey, Alita. JVD says Trav and Dalitha is the real heads of the couch.
The head of the couch.
Roberto Lozano's in the chat. Hey, Roberto says hello. Happy Friday. And Walter's like, it's a funny start to SmackDown. Javier says, you guys are almost to 900 subs. Yeah,
we're on our way.
We're getting there.
We want to get to that 1,000.
Mm-hmm.
It's a March. Hopefully we'll get there before, August? Somewhere around August. 1,000.
That's funny.
What is it? Are you reading? Is it about Roman?
No.
Oh.
Maybe. Alright, here is a trivia question for you. Whose ankle did Brock Lesnar break during his Battleground contract signing with Seth Rollins. As JBD says, sad we live in a soft, oversensitive world nowadays.
We sure do.
Well, you know, and it doesn't help that, you know, everybody gets a participation trophy and you know, people are saying no matter what's said to your kid, it's bullying and everything else. And it's like, Jesus Christ. I wouldn't even want to know if we took kids out of their nowadays stuff and put them back when we were kids. They'd all KYS.
It would be tough. It'd be a tough world for them.
They would not survive. They literally wouldn't. There would be, that rate would go up, that percentage would go up so high it'd be ridiculous. I couldn't even imagine. I seriously couldn't imagine taking your child nowadays and sticking them when you were in school and if they would even survive.
Right.
They
I think our parents said that about us too.
I don't think so.
Mine did.
Right. Because, you know, you couldn't get away with everything or...
Every generation is like that. Ours was harder than yours.
It's not a matter of being harder. It has nothing to do with hard. I'm not saying it's harder.
Oh,
they're back. So the trivia answer real quick is Kane. If you guessed Kane, you got it right. Congratulations and good job. Ian's like, I'm watching SmackDown at my dad's house. Hey, sweet. Same
awesome.
Friday as always for you there. JBD's like, delete that. So true. And I'm not talking about that it was harder. I'm just saying that they've made him into fluffy marshmallow pansy asses.
Right.
Like, and they make it like it's okay. And it's like, stop making it okay.
The match has started. You're a pretty big part of it, Seth.
You better help Jay. He needs your help, buddy.
Cesaro with an elbow drop.
We all know that Seth doesn't play well with others. I don't even know why they figured that it was okay.
Cesaro right to the corner hits Seth in the back because Seth was paying attention to the ring announcers.
He can't help himself. He's all full of himself. He's like, I don't need to be out there. I'm full of me. But Walter wants Bryan and Cesaro to win, huh? Alita's like, Mine didn't say that. My mom just sent me back outside for more. Right?
Look at that one-handed
My mom wasn't like that either. My mom was like, well, you know. It was basically like, grow up. Like, get a tougher skin.
Right. Yeah, my grandpa got in a fight and went home afterwards, and he was kind of defeated. And his mom made the kid that fought him come back to the house, and they had to fight again in the front yard. Like, that style, you just don't see that stuff anymore. Like, don't come home crying about getting in a fight, because you're going to fight again.
Well, what did you learn from that? You learned not to come home crying. You learned to beat the fucking shit out of them the next generation. You don't fucking come home crying about it. You just beat the crap out of them.
Right, nowadays they don't allow the fighting. Now if you even get in a fight, even if you're the one getting beat up,
yeah,
you get sent home too.
Yeah, because you're the bully too. You're both bullies. It's called being fair in participation trophies.
I don't know if I would have survived. I'm pretty sure I got in a fight at least once a week. Minimum.
Javier's like, is there other questions?
There is.
Yeah,
there's always other
I'll do
questions.
another trivia question on commercial. Right now we're during a match. We've got Uso and Cesaro in there.
Yep. Seth Rollins still isn't even looking for a tag. He's kind of like on his own world.
Right. Ian's like, just me. Hey guys, do you like Sasha Banks?
Yeah. Nothing wrong with Sasha at all.
She's good.
I dig Sasha.
I see that you love her. That's awesome. A lot of people love her.
She's
okay.
She's one to love.
She does all right, I guess.
Not bad for a former champion, you know, whatever. I think she's won, 7 now? 6 championships?
Yeah, at least this one she kept a lot longer.
Yeah, she usually does not defend them very well.
She did do pretty good with this one, but... Yeah.
Well, she had one rivalry and lost it, so... Right. She might have held it for a long time, but it was only one rivalry. Carmella, that's it.
Yeah.
Because after she beat Bayley, I'm pretty sure that was over. Then she had the Carmella rivalry, and then she lost in her first match to Bianca. So
Yeah.
So basically, the second person that she defended her title against beat her. Off the top, bam! Missile drop kick. Shotgun drop kick. Another one.
Wow.
Not James, so right off
J
the
out
side
there
apron.
too.
There's some id kicks.
I think they should not say those either, since we can't say curb stomp. Is it a number you need?
No, not that I'm aware of. Hello? Hello? Yeah. I just want to see if it was my results from my blood stuff.
They wouldn't call now. It's after 6. They aren't going to call you till
I don't know
Monday.
what time it is.
Oh my god, we start this shit at 6 o'clock our time.
You act like I put that stuff together.
Like, there's no way they're going to call.
Daniel! Right up in the corner. Seth's going to... Oh, no. Was
Seth?
the tag made? I didn't see the tag.
I don't remember there being a tag.
A 5-star frog splash. 1,
Oh, God.
2. Cesaro with the save. Fantastic. Seth's back in there, though.
Freaking
And
Jey
he's
Uso's not
jacking
paying attention where he puts his feet. He was all stomping all over Brian's hand.
That's fine.
It's like, oh, do you have a hand there? I don't care. Lady Kelly's like, I got picked on every day.
Oh. Yeah, I picked on kids every day. Pretty much. I mean, for the most part. But I was really nice when I got older. But when I was in grade school, I was pretty mean. And then when I got into junior high and high school, I was really sweet. So I did change a little bit. I still got in fights, but that was because everybody else was a dick.
But you're saying you didn't pick on the kids that would normally get picked on?
No, I did not.
Did you stop the picking of the kids getting picked on?
Every blue moon, yes. I would step in and say something. Especially if it was a kid I didn't like. Picking on a kid that I didn't know.
Yeah.
Then absolutely I would.
I never got picked on in school. Usually, if I did, my mouth usually got me in trouble. I usually would tell them where to stick it. And when I got into high school, nobody wanted anything to do with me anyways because everybody thought I carried a knife. So I was like this. I was a bitch. So, and which is funny because I was like this really quiet person who hung out in the library, but somehow I got this weird reputation. And I was this horrible, like don't mess with her. She's a bad bitch kind of thing. I'm just like, okay. Sure.
I think I was only really mean to one kid that looked different in high school. And I don't even know if I would consider it mean. I just, he wore black and trench coats every day. It didn't matter if it was the middle of summer, although we didn't go to school in the middle of summer.
So it was like a lucre indicator.
Just pure black trench coats with chrome all over it. He wore chrome shin pads and boots that had chrome on them. So I just called him RoboCop. But I don't know if I was
if that would
derogatory.
Be mean?
It was just hey, it's RoboCop. You're not oh, it's RoboCop, you piece of shit, change your clothes. No, it's just I just called him RoboCop and he said, what's up? I said, what's up, RoboCop? It wasn't being a dick.
Right.
I just thought it was pretty funny that he dressed like RoboCop.
Yeah, I don't think that would be considered mean.
Yeah, I don't know.
Who knows what kind of a nickname
it would be
now,
now, but back then I don't think it was mean. He was there the night that I fought the kid that got murdered.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was interesting. Got interviewed for a murder in the police station. That was the scariest day of my entire life.
When you had
I
no
was
idea
at a party.
why.
I was at a party, and a kid pulled out a pool cue while we were at a party, and then I obviously was probably trying to fight him or something. And he put a pool stick right to my throat and put me in a corner, and I was like, son of a bitch. All my buddies were there, so we had heard them, but I just waited and waited. Anyways, that guy got murdered that night. The guy that put the pool cue to my neck. And so the Monday after that happened, I got called to the police station because people said, yeah, he put a pool cue to his throat. And so they asked me all these questions. I just answered everything as honest as I could. But I didn't know he was dead because they don't tell you that they're dead.
They're just asking you
and
questions.
so I told him the whole entire story. Anyways, it ended up being he was in with some drug dealers, and then the guys killed him and then took his car and drove it around for a week. A week around town where there's 100,000 people in this town. It's not like it's this huge city.
I don't think there's even that many people.
It doesn't
but
matter.
It's tiny. It's not very big.
Anyways, 100,000 people max.
Yeah.
In a week driving this car. Then they decided to dispose of it. Like, the cops didn't know. You know what I mean? Like, so anyways.
Well, the funny part about it is that they drove it around for a week without the cops noticing it.
A week.
That's the part that's like the most flabbergasting in a small town. A week of them driving it around.
But anyways,
the minute they get rid of it, though, they notice.
Right. The reason I even brought that up is because RoboCop was at that party, and he was in the corner, and right after I got the pool cue to my throat, and the guy took it down and walked away, RoboCop looked over at me, and he's like, I thought you were going to kill him, man. I thought you were going to kill him. And I was like, I'm sober. Like, I was sober at the time, or if I would have been drinking a little bit, I would have probably beat him up. But,
right.
Or at least tried to, right? Like, we
might
would
have saved his life almost.
I know. I thought about that later on
in life. It's so bad. Like, you think about those things, and because if you were drunk and you got into a fist fight altercation with the guy, you might have become friends with him in a weird way.
Right, or something.
Or something, or or whatnot. It might have saved his dumbass life that night.
Shouldn't have been dealing drugs, I guess.
That's weird. Yeah. Yeah, that's very strange.
One thing I never did, guys, was powders. I've never done a powdered drug. I've done the green stuff and alcohols and stuff like that, and some LSD and things like that, but I've never done powders, any of them. So I've never basically I've never done an upper, except for caffeine, like from coffee and Coca-Cola. That's it. But I've never done a powder. So, anyways, when we get into the conversations about drugs and you want credibility, I don't have any.
Me neither. Absolutely none.
Daniel Bryan got a big size 12 in his face.
Yeah. By the way, we are back for that
Tag team match.
That tag team match that was happening before we went to commercial, and now we're back watching it.
Daniel
it's
Bryan
still going on, which is amazing.
Throwing haymakers. Look at this. Ugh.
Oh.
Goes right after Seth in the corner.
Make sure he goes after each one of them when they're in the corner. He's like, oh, let me pin him really quick.
That was a hesitation. And he's like,
should I? Shouldn't I?
Just do it.
Ayla's like, I got bullied. Never bullied, though. Whatever, Ayla. You bully people all the time. I hear you on a daily basis. JBD's like, growing up in the Attitude Era and all the shit we did at school will never fly today. Lita's like, I was shortest than everyone. Which is funny because I'm not sure how that is something to tease or bully people about. Or pick on them for it. Like, who cares what your stature is? But
we called girls that were really short shorties, but like it wasn't like a
bad thing, right? Like, you didn't like constantly like pick on them every day because of it.
Right.
JVD's like, I usually stood up for the kids getting picked on. Smo says, I got picked on a lot by the same person who was older than me too. It was called my brother. That's why I am completely like this person who just whatever, pick on me all you want. I grew up with an older brother. It's like, you cannot do or say anything to me that I haven't dealt with.
our big thing was, and we learned it all the way from because I took boxing and stuff when I was younger. And you get in their face, and you get loud. And people are usually really hesitant to fight somebody that's in their face and loud. They're like, huh. You know, because there's a little bit of a mystery.
Your confidence is there. You have some confidence out there.
Get in there. Loud noises!
Brick. They're all yelling, and he's like, loud noises! Walking around all weird.
Yeah, I almost got beat up by a male cheerleader when I was a freshman, and he was a senior. So he was 4 years older than me. His name was Klaus. His last name, that's all I remember. But my cousin Treon got in his face and got loud. That's kind of was my first lesson in get in their face and get loud.
Yeah. Ayla's like, my friend Sam got bullied for being the tallest and other things Travis knows. Yeah, that whole thing about being well endowed when you're in high school, the people like to tease those girls a lot. For some reason, it's such a jellyfish thing, and guys are like, oh, if I'm really mean to her, maybe she'll like me, which is so dumb.
The 6th grade.
And girls are like, oh my god, do you know that because... It's like, all of a sudden, it's like, oh, she has big boobs, so she's a slut. And it's like, seriously, bitches? You're the ones that are probably spreading her legs for everybody. The ones that say it, do it.
America's filled with sluts. I had a friend that I hung out with a lot. His name was Jordy. And we'd ask him all the time because he was from Spain. Not Spain, but...
Portugal?
No, it's over there. Like France or something.
Oh.
Anyways, he... yeah, maybe it was Portugal.
It's right next to Spain. So
anyways, he's from over there. And so... we'd ask him, like, why do you, what's about America that you like the most? He's like, sluts. He's like, I've been everywhere. He's like, I went to school in England. I went to school all over Europe. It's like, well, what do you like about America? Sluts. And I was like, that doesn't make any sense. And he's like, you either pay for it or have to marry for it in all the European countries. Women don't just spread their legs. In America, you don't have to do anything. You just have to be nice to them. They're like, oh, do me. And it's completely different. I never thought about it. I guess American guys probably take it for granted.
Probably.
But in other countries, you have to pay for it. Like, girls are really nice to you at the bar, but you don't realize why they're being nice to you because they want you to pay for it.
In one way or another.
I guess Amsterdam's really bad that way, too. Like, you are not hooking up with a girl in Amsterdam without money.
Oh, no.
Or marriage.
You could probably get drugs way easier.
Well, I'm sure it's like selling there.
It's Amsterdam. Anyways, JBD's like, holy shit, Trav. Yeah, his story, holy shit, indeed, right? He said, I've been at parties where people started shooting and everyone dodging bullets. Travis has been to parties like that. A party where a kid was run over by a car and killed. I mean, come on now.
Oh,
like, Travis has been to, like, crazy parties. And the scary part about it is that people think that shit doesn't happen in small towns. Bullshit. That shit happens more often in small towns than big towns.
I came with the kid that killed the other kid with his car. Like, I came there with him. I came with Brett.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we came to the house together. It was Scott Archibald's house. So, I was hanging out with Scott, and Scott was tripping on mushrooms. And we left his house, and we drove around, and we were at that light over there on Eldridge, stopped. And then all of a sudden, Brett drove down the street alone in his car, turned around, and came back and ran that red light right in front of us, so we're watching it. And then it was that first house right there on the left, through that light. And then Jess, his name is Jess Rosa. He didn't move. He just stood in the road, and Brett just ran him over. And he came up, went through the windshield a little bit, and then Brett slammed on the brakes, and he fell out. It was just like... And then Brett went and hid. And then everybody left because they didn't want to deal with the cops. So Jess is laying dead in the street. He wasn't dead yet, but he did die later that night.
Well, yeah, because, hello, people, let's be responsible and
There's
call
911.
911.
Well, everybody did. Like, that was taken care of. Cops were there way fast. It was just most everybody, even Jess, was on mushrooms.
Mm.
So he died on mushrooms. Think about that. Like, that's probably why he didn't move, by the way. Me and Danny talk about that quite a bit. Like, why he didn't move.
Why he didn't move. He was high as fuck and didn't know. Probably thought it was part of his trip.
Ooh, and then...
That's sad.
That's very sad.
But anyway, maybe it might be the better way to do it.
Well, if you had to die, I guess.
Right.
But I would rather Jess still be alive.
Right. So I then challenged him to a fight, but he brought his friend with him, and straight away I knew it was a trap.
Traps.
Yeah, you gotta have friends too. Well, that's how you gotta do that. Let's see. Javier says, I like the Bullet Club. JVD says, LMAO, loud noises. Yeah, loud noises. Alita's like, it didn't work for me. Ayla says, I would have been smashed if I stood up to the girls who ganged up on me. Most of them are in prison right now, so whatever. You know what's really funny, Ayla, is I even had the gang girls wouldn't mess with me. It was pretty funny. I would have been the girl that people would have picked on.
I was always friends with them because I was friends with all their cousins. With the thug girls. I was always friends with all their cousins.
Yeah.
I watched Tia Gross get beat up one time, though, in the parking lot by one of them. That was the most gangster fight I've ever seen in my life. First of all, they threw punches like men.
Yeah, I was going to say, those bitches don't fight like bitches.
And
like, they fight like fucking, better be throwing punches.
She grabbed Tia's hair like this and sat on her butt. So she grabbed her hair and just dropped to the ground, sat on her butt, and held her head like that and kicked her with both feet at the same time. Just going, da, 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 da. I'm like, what? What in the hell kind of move is this? Like, this is the greatest move ever. Like, I mean, obviously she can't kick her hard, but she can kick her hard enough that it hurts.
Yeah, you can
probably... The tips of your feet, like, just pop, 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 pop.
Especially if you're kicking her in certain places.
Yeah, and the noses and the eyeballs. And,
yeah,
it's going to hurt.
So I guess Seth is now leaving his partner out there?
Seth just left.
I guess he wanted somebody else to
be
part of it. What a
There's
jerk.
that big knee. Jey Uso's going to lose again, guys. I'm pretty sure he loses every single week. You need to look that up. And see
Which is hilarious because wasn't he the winner of the Andre the Giant?
Oh,
thing?
He did win that
Isn't he supposed to be so great because he won that, right? So he should be amazeballs. Just amazeballs.
Because he can throw people over a top rope.
Yeah, because he's so strong like Andre the Giant. Jimmy's like, if I got beat up by a male cheerleader named Klaus, I would have to fake my death.
His last name was Klaus, and his brother was a big dude. But
Travis didn't get beat up by him.
I never got beat up.
He got almost beat up. Well, the guy tried to, but that's not going to work. It was like, no, Julia, Sam was well formed in 3rd grade. Yeah, but that doesn't matter. That shit just sticks with you. Like,
I got beat up. I've been beat up twice in my entire life. And I wouldn't even really call it getting beat up, by the way. But one was I got jumped in a bar, but my friends were inside. I was outside. And it was so quick of a beat down that I didn't really get beat up. I got punched. I slid on the ice and hit my head on a bumper. And then while I was out, they kicked me in the ribs. And then I came back to, and then I started fighting, and then the cops showed up. So it was very simplistic. Like, so if you want to call that getting beat up, I got beat up then. And then I got beat up by my uncle in a meth rage.
What is really great, though, is the cops didn't see you beat him. They just saw them try to run you over with a car. Yeah. And so the cops went after them and said, you want to press charges?
Yeah, they kept trying to force me into pressing charges. Anyways, and then my, methed out uncle punched me in the face a few times. And I wouldn't fight him back. I just kept backing up with my hands up.
Yeah, because he was on drugs. You can't fight somebody on drugs, right? Yeah,
he gave me a couple black eyes. I had both eyes were black for like a week. I don't even remember ever getting black eyes when I was younger. But he gave me... McKenna was still in Kim's belly.
Huh.
And then his buddy came out of the house to move the car, because that's what started the fight, is I was mad that he wouldn't move the car because he was parked behind me in the driveway. So I called and yelled at him, and then he came out and started punching me in the face. So when his buddy came out to move the car, I ran over and beat the shit out of his buddy, because I could finally fight somebody. He was kind of a bigger, older guy.
Oh.
And I just forearmed him.
And he's trying to, move the car for you. He's trying to be the good guy.
Trying. Didn't work. Didn't work at all.
Poor guy. Kind of bad. That's kind of like the person you shouldn't, though.
I was getting punched in the face, and there was somebody I could relieve it.
Yeah, but the guy wasn't part of it. He was trying to be helpful and get the car out of the way so you could leave.
He was older, as in 40 when I was 20. He wasn't 70 or something.
Oh, they aren't going to let him escape.
Just keep beating him up.
Sweet, beat him.
Maybe Jimmy shows up here.
Nah. Well, it's just good wrestling. Yeah, it's funny because they're trying to call Roman Reigns to save his cousin, but it's why would he save him? He never saves him before. He just is disappointed in him. JVD's I like the Piffs in America myself.
Yes.
Right? It was you're actually supposed to play dead. People usually won't attack you if they think you're dead. I think that's a certain bear. JVD says, I think Trav is in the Mafia now, right?
No.
Well, there's on Monday I'll be here for Raw 9 p.m., still here for SmackDown until 9:15 p.m. And Samo said his stuff ended when the Monday on School he boasted about beating me, but everyone figured out he had help, and they called him a sackless wonder. Or you know what? And I was like, a sackless Wonder Bread? That's
ridiculous.
And Luke's in the chat first. Hey, Luke says, yes, Dalitha, the guy who fired the Iconics was the same as the same ass hat who got fired for the bags, for the garbage bag stuff.
Conan or whatever his name is. Conan.
Nice. Well, as he should be. Mark Coronan or whatever. Walter's like, hey, Luke. Ayla's like, sad part, I'm related to the mean girl. Didn't know that until high school. Haha. She liked me once she figured out who my dad was. Oh, because it was her dad, too.
Do you know who your dad is?
Just kidding. She's like, yes, every Spanish, Mexican-looking man that I see is my dad.
Are you my dad?
Are you my daddy? Are you Poppy? Are you my Poppy? Luna's like, sad the Iconics are gone now. First they split last year and now released. Yes, Luna, very sad.
Very sad. It's one of the saddest things in wrestling.
Walter's like, yes, Brian and Cesaro won. They did. They're hugging and kissing each other in the ring now. It's gross.
That first segment took 41 minutes and it's finally over.
Good for them. Olivia Kelly's like, Mr. Main Event. Ayla says, my mom's creepy neighbor. Travis, know him. I can't remember his name. Lauren. Grody freakoid Lauren. I never liked that guy. I told Travis when I saw him there, I was like, your neighbor's a fucking freak. He freaks me out. He's like a creeper. He was a fucking creeper. Used to flirt with her when she was 12 to 14. Yeah, really? No way. You're the neighbor Lauren who,
the one that went to prison for
pedophilia, basically.
Sleeping with a 14 to 16-year-old.
Travis thinks it's a big fat lie and that it really wasn't him.
No, I did not say that.
Oh, whatever.
I said that he didn't do anything with his children.
That doesn't mean anything. Just because you don't do it with your kid doesn't mean that you aren't a pedophile.
Okay, so what does that have to do with what I said? My only argument was that he didn't rape his daughter. That's it, period, that end. Not that he didn't do any other things that were wrong. He just didn't touch Jade, period.
Well, isn't she lucky?
I guess.
Yeah, she is lucky. She doesn't have to deal with that horribleness.
Well, she still has to deal with it now. Her dad's a pedophile that's in prison for 18 years.
Yeah, but she didn't get abused. It would be way worse if she would be abused. Oh, look, it's Reginald and his...
Reginald! Look at that outfit.
What the fuck is he wearing?
I don't know, but I want it. I would wear that in a heartbeat. Is that like playing cards?
It's fashion, and no, it looks like comic book like things.
That's awesome. Can you imagine me sporting that?
No, ew. Godflesh is like Jay is escaping. Walter's like, poor Usos swing again. LOL, Aaron's like, I'm back. Oh, good. You didn't miss anything. Halo's like, yep, that's him. Aaron, if you're so tired, maybe you should just go to sleep. Walter's like, Nia Jax will win. Will she, though? Will she win? Simo's like, my Welsh teacher got arrested for pedo stuff. Yeah, we had a teacher that should have been arrested for pedo stuff, too. He never got arrested.
You know, we didn't have any female teachers that were worth going to jail
like,
for me.
So weird, right? Like, so that shit happens, right? And all these, like, hot teachers. And Travis is like, why didn't we have hot teachers?
We didn't have one.
All of our teachers were like these old crones that have been there for like 30,000 years.
Not one pretty teacher. What's funny is a lot of the girls that I went to high school with became teachers, and they're teachers like in Idaho Falls and stuff. And it's like,
mm-hmm.
Well, we have teachers that look like those teachers. Not one. I think when I was in 3rd grade, I had a teacher named Miss Moline, and she was pretty. And then in 6th grade, I might have had one that was decent, but not worth, her
not worth sleeping with.
Well, in 6th grade too. I'm talking about high school, or at least junior high. Nothing with Miss Bogle.
Here's a trivia question for you. Here's a trivia. Who crashed Rusev and Lana's wedding celebration on Raw?
Couple people.
It was like every English teacher I had got in trouble for sleeping with students. 3 different teachers.
Corbin is a new hardcore biker.
Alita Kelly's like, I had a neighbor that was. Right? They're everywhere, aren't they?
Yeah.
You didn't put on the slow mode.
No.
For this chat.
I didn't know we needed it. People have been pretty responsible, so I didn't think about it.
Yeah, well, at least we have that one in here that's not very responsible, so if he goes cray-cray, we'll put it on.
It takes 2 seconds.
He's been doing okay. Most of those teachers are like this here. It's crazy. Oh, that they sleep with their students? Like, they sleep with their students? So, what I don't understand is, like, okay, over in England, you guys are, like, adults, or considered
16,
adults
right?
by the time you're 16, right? Like, they can look at you as an adult. Now, my question is if they look at you as an adult, and a teacher sleeps with that person, is it still consensual? Or are they still treated as a child because the teacher is a teacher, they're an adult?
Probably neither. Because here, if you're 18 and you sleep with a student, it's still inappropriate. The teacher still loses her job, or his job, whatever.
Right, but they don't go to jail.
No, they don't. But
they could probably lose their teaching license and
Yes,
stuff like that.
it's a big deal.
Blah.
it's
Which
gonna
is
be in the
ridiculous,
paper.
but the reason being is because they're a student.
Right. Yes, if it was not a student, you'd be fine.
So you're saying that if they aren't a student, it's fine.
Yes.
All right, the answer to that
But I don't know
trivia
in
question...
England with a 16-year-old and an adult, I don't know how that works.
Right. It's just a curious question. Excuse me. The trivia answer is Roman Reigns.
You know who he reminds me of? Sanford. Was it Fred Sanford? Yeah, from Sanford and Son.
Oh, when he yells all the time.
I don't give
I'm coming, Elizabeth!
I'm coming, Elizabeth! I don't give a damn!
Right? JVD's like, wish I had a PIF teacher in high school, but no such luck for me. Right? We didn't either. Like, there was...
One.
Like,
Not one.
There wasn't one, like, female teacher, and there wasn't really a male teacher that I know of.
There was football coaches, maybe. Like Clayton Armstrong or something.
They would have to be, like, the assistant coach.
Yeah, that's what I
Like,
mean.
the main coach, he was a fucking fat, ugly freakoid. Good for her. Chant that name. Smo says, 18 years old is the age you're an adult. Some teachers try to justify their action, which are ridiculous. Okay, so it is 18 there. Okay. I wasn't sure if it was or not.
Here they've changed their statutory laws also. When we were a kid, it was just if you were under 18, then you could sleep with people under 18, and if you were over 18, then you couldn't sleep with people over 18.
Mm-hmm.
But then they changed it. So if you're 17, you still can't sleep with somebody that's 15. Like, they can't, they have to be older, 16 or older. Anybody under 16, it's illegal.
Mm-hmm.
That's what Jacob got in trouble for.
Well,
He was 17 and she was 15. I would have been in trouble in high school also for 2 years. Well, not 2 years, but the first year of the 2 years.
Now, does it go both ways?
Yes.
Just out of curiosity.
But parents are a lot less likely to press charges. And I would assume they're a lot less likely for the judge to care.
Which is a double standard that I don't believe in.
That's fine.
Like, if they're going to want to be, if they want to be treated like men, then they should have that as a
Oh,
consequence
big
also.
chop. Look at Tamina. She's trying to slam her, but it's just not going to happen. Shayna's like holding her down like that's going to help.
She is weird.
Oh, God. Is she okay? She's like fell into all sorts of weirdness.
Which one?
Tamina went to kick her and missed.
Oh.
And then slipped down, fell into the splits.
Ouch. Those walls do not budge, Michael Cole, says weirdo face.
The guy that's been there for 2 weeks.
And it was like...
Told the guy that's been there for 2 decades.
Right? It was like, I think because the teacher has a type of power, so I think they'd get in trouble. I don't know about the R word. I don't know either.
Natalia looks good on the outside in whatever she's wearing.
It's like we had a lot of pretty teachers. None of them slept with the children, but the ugly mean ones sure did.
That's funny. Baszler's going to be upset at Reginald. Oh
God,
Reginald
he fell
fell
down.
down. Now Nia's going to think that he did it. Or she did it. Big super kick. Is that going to do it?
I don't know.
Are we going to get that slam? It just rolls her up. Nia couldn't kick out. Couldn't get all that moving
She
in the
was
right
all
direction.
distracted.
Well, yeah, because Shayna pushed Reginald down. Although Reginald just tripped.
He fell over himself.
Natalia, what the fuck are you wearing? Well, I thought she looked good until they showed the whole thing.
Right?
Put some pants on. Looks like she's got this weird G-string thing on. I don't even know.
She's wearing the diaper situation.
I don't know what I'm seeing.
Oh my god! Natalia's outfit is horrific! Oh my god!
I want to see it from the back.
Oh god, no! Oh, they didn't. Ooh, Kaylee! Look at that!
Suntanning.
She's a little darker today. She doesn't look as toasty as she used to. And she straightened her hair! Her hair's all straight. She's been hanging out in the sunshine in Florida?
Wow, it's Kevin Owens going up against Apollo.
Weird. That's kind of weird, right? Weird? I don't know. Maybe they're having issues with their power
Hopefully
bills.
it's them and not us. The other day I turned the TV on and it didn't work. So I was like, crap.
Oh, that's good. Is this ours or is it one that we got?
This is ours. Bought it brand new. You
Jump
bitch
the
line jumper.
Chris Laconte's like, thoughts on Indy and Dexter Loomis? That it's
Dexter.
weird that she's
I love that.
all likes
love
the
line,
silent, strong, silent types. Smells like my geography teacher on top of teaching us was the local weather girl. Every boy had a crush on her.
Oh, that's nice. Those weather girls just, they got something going on. Except for here, where we're at, you don't want to see that weather girl.
Oh God, I don't think they're even, I think they're men, most of them, aren't they?
Well, not
Do we
here.
ever have a weather woman?
Yeah, we do.
Oh, but they're always old
And she's old.
ugly. Gross. I want the ones from the other countries where they take off their clothes to tell you
that's
the
what I'm
weather.
talking about.
Intercontinental Championship is up next between Apollo Crews and Kevin. Old Kevin. Aaron's like, Dexter Loomis has a lot of potential, possibly a future WWE champ. Maybe, possibly.
If he does it right, yes.
James Howell's in the chat. Hey,
Hey,
James Howell, how's
Thanks
it going?
for hanging out with us.
JVD says, I have a headache looking at Reginald's outfit, right? It's kind of weird. You can't quite put it together. Zoe Owens is like, I'm ready for this. Chris O'Connor's like, holy crap, Kayla. Right? Walter's like, Kevin Owens will win. And Alita Kelly's like, Kayla got sprayed. I guess. I'm not sure if she was just enjoying the Florida sunshine or what, but whatever happened. She, doesn't have any freckles anymore, which is even more weird.
Maybe she got painted.
And JVD is laughing. What's up with SmackDown and diapers? I have no idea. But it was a hideous outfit. Oh, God. The Conjuring. Oh, geez. Another one.
The devil made me do it.
Oh, you know what? That's going to be my excuse from now on, too. Well, Walter's like, Natalia, wear something better.
There's something different at all. Like, that's just
James
weird.
Howell's like, hey, yeah. Hey, yeah.
Hey, yeah.
All right, here's a trivia question for you. What blew up in Seth Rollins' face when he finally retrieved the Money in the Bank briefcase from Dean Ambrose and opened it?
I swear you just read these ones.
I didn't.
I know, but it feels like it.
Aaron's like, Kevin Owens, I really like one of my faves right now. Sweet. Snow says Apollo telling people to stand up. Yeah, no.
I mean, if he tells me to rise, I'm going to rise.
No, you can't tell me. I'm not going to do it.
He's
I don't take orders from fake people.
He's literally a tribal chief.
He doesn't even exist. He's like fake. He's like,
Apollo?
he's just playing a lie.
I don't know.
He's just spouting lies from himself. Shoulder hurts. What?
The wrong one. It's supposed to be this shoulder. That's why you have this thing that I took over.
Well, seems like with everything that happens, you just take it over, like it's all yours. So I was thinking what they should do at McDonald's, instead of having Egg McMuffins, they should do that combination right there, but put it between hash browns. Yeah, instead absolutely. Of the McMuffin part, but do the cheese and the sausage and the egg and have the hash browns as
the bread. Gluten-free, they could call it.
Although I think sometimes those have gluten in them. Sometimes those cakes.
The potatoes?
Probably. I think sometimes they do. But I'm not sure. But
I just pretend not to care and eat them anyway.
That's right. They do taste delicious.
I like those, and I like the
triangles.
Arby ones, yeah.
Mm-hmm, from Arby's.
The wedges. Whatever. No,
yep.
no, not wedges.
Triangles.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so the answer to that question was green slime. If you answered green slime, you got it right. Congratulations. Good job.
So Daniel's trying to get Cesaro a title shot. Do more than try.
Right. Chris kind of says, LOL, Apollo will be like, stand up and bow down. Stupid. Chris kind of like, LOL, do you guys know what Eggs Benedict is? I know what Eggs Benedict is.
I do not. Is it a president? Benedict Arnold? What is Benedict Arnold? Was that a traitor?
Benedict Arnold? I don't know.
I think he was a traitor.
Possibly. But Eggs Benedict is basically poached eggs on top of toasted English muffins with a butter lemon sauce over them.
I'd eat it if it didn't have a muffin.
It was one of my mom's favorite things
poached
to
eggs.
eat. She liked that. She liked those. Eggs Benedict was one of her favorite ones. And then crepes. She liked crepes too. They're just really, really thin pancakes.
Just say you like crepes. No. These colors don't bleed.
Just say you like crepes. No!
Are those just little thin pancakes? Yes. I love those. Just say you like them.
Just say
you like thin pancakes. That'll work. No, just break it.
Break my arm!
He broke it. Frenchie broke it. Here comes Apollo.
JVD's like, great idea about the McMuffin. I know, right? Like, because everybody loves McDonald's hash browns.
Look at those pants on that he has.
But not always do you want, an English
Do you think it's
muffin.
because he can't find them long enough?
Because they're short?
Because he's so tall? Yeah. They're like high water bell bottoms.
I don't know.
See?
That's so dumb looking.
But some people wear shorter pants nowadays, so I don't know if that's the case.
I don't know, honey. Maybe. Ugh. Arya's like, Aziz who? Aziza Zuzo? Azuz's. I don't know. I didn't catch his name.
Ooh.
The big tall guy?
Oh. Well, I knew his name until you said all that stuff.
Nice.
Crap.
Walter's like, Dalitha should work for McDonald's. Should I give him some information? You guys should just make an Egg McMuffin without the McMuffin.
Dado Cato. Dado Cato.
Dabo?
Dabo Cato.
Alright, Ian's like, I'm working my Duluth Lego ships at my dad's house today. Ships and bridges. Sweet, man. That's awesome. JVD's like, I like the McGriddles. Like the ones that are like pancakes with syrup inside of them. I tried one of those. They don't have enough syrup in them. And you know what they should do with those? They should put different flavors. Like, they should have, like,
blueberry,
raspberry one, like, jam. So, like, or strawberry syrup in it instead of just maple.
Apollo's in trouble.
They should have raspberry syrup or strawberry syrup or blueberry syrup in them so you could have different flavors. Because that would be way tastier to me than just having maple ones all the time. I would be probably more in tune with maybe buying one if they came in, like, those flavors.
I need to just hook my other TV up here, or my computer up here, and do Thunderdome from right here.
Would they let you do that, though?
I think so, because I don't think they actually listen to you, but I can mute that anyways on my mic. Because a lot of those people have headsets.
Oh.
So I'd be fine with a headset. And mine's not a huge headset anyways. And so it would be easy to mute the mic.
Right.
And then just make the gesture. So you guys at home, I'd be talking like I was cheering, like I am right now, but I would be doing like... And then booing Apollo, boo. And then making it all big and gesturing.
You'd have to mute it because I don't know if I could keep my mouth from saying bad things.
They don't listen. I just did it on Monday. I'm a professional at this.
Oh my god, seriously, you're not, but okay. Weirdo.
Does that count as being at an official WWE event? Because now I've been at one.
I don't know, does it?
I've been in WCW once. I've never been to a WWF one.
I don't know if it would be considered one because you weren't really there.
I know. And you don't see anything different than the people at home. Except for the speed of it's faster.
Right. Alita Kelly's like, I agree. What do you agree with? The McGriddle thing?
Yes, about, making changes to the flavor probably.
The McGriddle flavors?
Look at
I
this
just
match.
seriously would...
How is this not the
I would
event?
rather have strawberry syrup on my pancakes sometimes than maple syrup. Maybe I'm just a weirdo. JVD's like, you going back in the Thunderdome again, Trav?
Probably.
He's all addicted now.
Obviously, I've got to do it to where I can work with you guys, because I can't, have people take my spot at the head of the table here. The head of the couch. Just kidding. Anyways, but I should be able to do it with you guys and be the only person on the screen. After watching it and being in it and realizing how it works, I think I could pull it off.
Simo's like, not been to McDonald's in 2 years. It's probably a good thing, dude.
I haven't been there since March of 18, March 5th. Well, it's probably before March. But I started eating healthy March 5th of 2018.
Yeah, we went through we had McDonald's nuggets for a whole month.
If I didn't eat 300 McNuggets in January, I will hang myself. I guarantee I had at least 300.
Come on, that was my first
January,
I think.
At that job.
That was my first January at that job. Oh my god, it was horrible too. There was no way there was any
extra time.
Me making or doing anything for myself.
So I got a 20-piece McNugget. Some nights I would get 2 20-piece McNuggets, guys. I was 300 pounds at this time. I'm down 80 pounds from those.
I fed him well.
It's from being away from McDonald's.
And I was like, eat more so you can't leave me. Just kidding. That was my whole idea, but you stole it from me. I don't want to eat like that anymore. I want to eat vegetables. Ew.
Who eats vegetables?
Which is funny because I used to make dinners all the time, by the way. I actually made healthy dinners a lot of the time, too. It wasn't like it was always garbage. Princess Twilight Sparkles in the chat saying, come on, Z-O, or as we know him as Kevin Owens.
K-O.
Ian's like, my Edgar B. Spear unknown in Lake Michigan, Milwaukee. Oh, sweet, more geography ship lessons. Alita's like, I would like blueberry. Right? Wouldn't that be good?
That's what I was saying. Blueberry, strawberry, maple.
Oh, goody, it's Sami Zayn.
Sami Zayn!
Sammy's coming out.
We get to see Sami Zayn, everybody!
He's like, oh, are you trying to have a match? Let me make sure and ruin it for you.
It's Sami Zayn! No more camera crew. His documentary must be out.
He must be done with his documentary of people being against him. It all of a sudden just stopped. Ian's like, I love bananas. Nice.
I love bananas.
I
love lamp.
He's kind of like that person
I
in our
love lamp.
chat. Totally like it. JVD is laughing. Sybil's like, last time was after my aunt's funeral. We had McDonald's. And the rest of my family could eat the rest of their meals. And I finished it realizing, yes, I am a greedy you-know-what.
Yummy. I haven't had fast food in over 14 months now. Last time I had it was in January. And it was Arby's of 2020. What month are we in? April?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So like 13, 14 months. Boom. Oh, there's 12 in a year.
Well, January
So
will be
3,
12.
15 months since I've had fast food at all. I should probably have some. Support a local business.
JVD's like, what's the main event then? I don't know.
It probably something with the women would be my guess. Either that or Roman Reigns.
Right?
Because Roman usually closes these shows out, but they could do something with Bianca.
Chris and Connie's like, we want Ayla, so you want Ayla? We could just stick her in here and have her watch wrestling, and then both of us could leave. See what happens to the channel.
That would be interesting to see. Yeah, but she's got a family, and like.
She's kids, guys. She's like.
She's got kids and a cat.
She's like, what's his face? Heath Slater.
Yeah, she's Heath.
She's got kids, so she's kind of busy girl. Which is why you aren't seeing her really in here tonight, because supposedly she's making cupcakes, which I don't know if I believe
her
that.
one kid turns 1 in just a couple days.
Yeah, her youngest already is turning 1. How insane.
She's the same color as the purple in the rainbow.
The blue purple?
Indigo.
Mm-hmm. The blue purple. Anyways, here's a trivia question for you guys. Who officiated the Daniel Bryan and AJ Lee wedding on Raw?
Well, I didn't even know that happened, so... They got married? I don't remember that. I remember she was kind of tramping around there for a while, but... Huh, I don't remember that.
Oh my god, how dumb.
That's first.
It's like they're trying to be relevant about something, but it's like stupid.
Mexican firepower.
Is that big fat guy?
Yeah, Andy Ruiz. He's lost 60 pounds.
He doesn't look anything like that anymore.
Uh-uh.
Like, those are way old pictures, aren't they?
He
Has he
hasn't
fought
fought.
since he lost?
This
Not
is
like
gonna
fought though, right?
This is going to be his first match back. He was 310 pounds, and now he is 257 right now, but he'll weigh in probably even less. It's a week from tomorrow.
Right. The answer to that question was Slick. If you got Slick, you got it right.
Slick Rick.
I don't know if it was Slick Rick. It just says Slick.
The Doctor of Style, Slick Rick. There's nobody else named Slick.
I have no idea. I'm just saying that that's the answer was Slick. Nothing else behind it, before it, around it, with it.
Look at that. Kevin Owens goes down. Apollo going up top. Look at this athleticism, guys.
JVD's like,
oh,
something
no.
tells me Ayla wasn't too happy the last time she had to cover for Trav to watch Raw.
Yeah.
Whatever. She enjoyed herself.
She likes hanging out with the Lee.
She kind of likes me sometimes. Not all the time, but every once in a while. What? Yeah. And they smell really good. Mmm.
The corporate propaganda.
It's Sammy talking to Pat McAfee and
Oh, big clothesline!
Michael Cole.
Kevin Owens might have just lost his head. Kevin just kicks out. They're smart. They'll use this as another 40-minute match, and they'll be done.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe not quite, but...
Walter's leaving. Says, okay, bye, guys. See you Monday for Raw.
See you, boss.
Bye, Walter. Have a good weekend, buddy.
I bring Kevin Owens for all of it.
So now he's blaming Kevin Owens for all of his troubles?
Yeah, the whole thing.
Mm. So the conspiracy was Kevin Owens the whole time?
No, it turned into Kevin because Kevin got interfered in the whole situation.
Oh.
All right,
Is that why he doesn't have those documentary crew anymore?
Well, he's looking for somebody to pick it up, the documentary.
Oh.
So it'll be televised or whatever. 1, 2, and Kevin kicks out. Kevin Owens. Apollo Crews built like a sculpture, moves like an Olympian. Kevin Owens looks like a bag of milk.
He has his back to a wall.
Pops through! Kevin Owens misses. Oh, he's going to do him now. Belly to back, release suplex.
Wow.
Suplex.
Ew, cannonball.
Kevin Owens again.
Is he going to get another one in?
2!
Holy crap. Why did Apollo move?
He just can't. Kevin Owens, that milk is too mesmerizing.
Mesmerizing.
Like, look at that bag of milk floating towards me with a shirt on. Ugh.
JBD says, I have fun hanging out with you guys watching wrestling. Well, sweet.
Well, we appreciate you too. Kevin Owens back up on his feet.
I really wish they went to close-out like pictures of Kevin Owens' underarms.
Oh, he went for that stunner. Missed.
It's definitely ew.
Look at that little arm drag. Haven't seen an arm drag in a minute. Again for another stunner.
He's like, have a boot instead.
Pop-up powerbomb. Here it is, guys. That's it. That's all.
It's one of his finals.
2 and 3. No! Apollo kicked out. That was his finisher forever.
Apollo needs to sell his I'm broken a lot better. His eyes were like this watching the ref.
A lot of people do that.
Like, dude, seriously. Like, we know you're gonna kick out. We know it's gonna happen. We totally know it's gonna happen.
Oh, 5-star frog splash onto the outside.
Wow.
Is Kato going to do anything here?
Oh.
Dabo,
Kato.
There he goes. Roll him up. He got him. Kevin Owens could not pull it out there at the end.
Fruit roll up.
A fruit roll up, guys. Oh, and then there's a stunner. But Kevin Owens doesn't realize there's a giant in there with him. Is he going to stunner him too? Oh! A Nigerian nail. He hit him with a thumb. Nigerian nail. That was his move.
Oh my god, how dumb. Oh my god, ew. Spitting grossness. Ew. Blech.
Slobbering all over himself. Look at the Nigerian nail. Referee counted way too slow to sell that move. Look at, here it is, the Nigerian nail. Oh!
That is dumb. Alright, bye, Ian.
See you, Ian.
I'm sorry, Owen's like, no, get off of me. Ow.
Oh, Sami Zayn's in there now. Oh, look at him dancing. Like TikTok. Either that or John Travolta.
I thought he was having a seizure.
Don't be jelly.
I'm pretty sure that's a seizure. I'm pretty sure he's having a seizure in the ring right now.
That's true friendship right there. You see your friend fall down, you go dance next to him.
Well, you're supposed to laugh too, but he doesn't seem to be laughing. He just
I think he probably laughed before he got in the ring.
I hope he pulls something. That'd be hilarious. He gets done out there, goes back to the back. He's like, I pulled my butt muscle.
A lot of people didn't realize that Sami could dance that well. See? Even
I get
Kayla
tired
loved
of his dance moves because I don't want to see him.
There's
JVD's
Paul
like, I
Heyman.
agree, that was dumb. Lieutenant Martha's like, what was that dance, Sammy? The I'm a stupid jackass dance? Chris says Commander Aziz using the Soman spike.
Nigerian nail.
Oh, Chris, that's nasty, man. Sami Zayn should teabag KO. Ew. Oh, dude. It's too much, man. Too far.
Too
You've gone too far. Too far. I don't know. What is the main event going to be? Do we even know what the main event's going to be?
We do not, but I'm assuming it's going to have something to do with women.
Oh, God. Ew, women?
Or they're going to close it with Roman and Cesaro having them not together, but they're hinting at that. Because that's what they've been doing the whole show.
JVD's like, Paul Heyman's haircut cost $300. At least. That's where you're at right now, Paul. You're on the island.
Let's give him a spoiler. Give him a spoiler.
Alita's like, Heyman got his hair colored. Well, he had to stop looking like an old bald man. Now he has to look like a old bald man. And JVD's like, Chris, bro, what the hell? Right? Like, dude, like, ew. Too far, man. You took it way too far.
There it is. That's going to be our main event. The answer direct from Roman Reigns.
Did good, kid. She's like, what are you talking about? You're a wackadoodle. A wackadoodle. So, is that the thing? Is that what's happening? Is a Roman Reigns thing?
At the end of the show, there's still quite a bit of time left. We still have more than a half hour before the end. Dennis has no hair.
Does it creep you out that she has no hair?
It reminds me of a song from the 90s called Ball Headed Ho.
Oh, maybe she is. She is like talking about...
It was by the Ghetto Boys. Do you know who the Ghetto Boys were?
No.
They had a midget in their band.
Like a real one?
Mm-hmm. He's a very angry, very, very angry midget. I can't remember what his name was, though. Anybody know the Ghetto Boys?
Starlight Glimmer's like, Sammy, are you trying to be Snoop Dogg? Are you dropping it like it's hot? LOL.
Drop it like it's hot.
JVD's like, I liked Kayla's freckles. Like, right? Like, her freckles were adorable. That's why she was called Toasty Marshmallow. Meh.
She'll be back.
I miss the freckles.
As we go further. Oh, they're gonna go back. They passed the...
Yeah, like, who cares about the fuel, Dad? We want the food. Duh. Hello? Christian, aye, Travis, what you know about the Ghetto Boys?
What was their Paranoid song? They had a song where they were paranoid.
JB says Bushwick Bill.
Bushwick. That's who it is. That's him.
Is that the midget?
Uh-huh.
That's funny.
I forgot about that. Just a ball-headed hoe. Just a ball-headed hoe. But then they had one about, like, my mind's playing tricks on me. That's what it was called. My mind playing tricks on me. Everywhere they go, he thinks he's dying.
Oh, God. Chris is like, I think Kayla went tanning with other superstars because on Insta I saw that Shotzi was sunburnt. She was red like a lobster.
That's funny.
Well, I mean, they are in Florida, so I get it that you would go out there, you know, and if it's nice a day, you're going to go to the beach and hang out and stuff, and hopefully you'll wear some SPF, but...
SBS 13.
But they probably, you know, put olive oil on themselves instead.
I don't know if that works.
It does. Anyways, what were you talking about, the Ghetto Boys? Just the song?
Yeah, that's the dentist.
Oh.
Just every time I see a bald woman, I think of that song.
That's funny.
And then my mom playing tricks on me. Nothing wrong with that one. Hey, this is the new girl, Megan Morant. She just got hired, guys.
Oh, God. Nobody wants to celebrate you. Your weirdness.
Look at her face. She's like, you're very interesting, but I don't know what you're talking about.
She's selling it real well.
Sucked the hope out of Kevin Owens. Sami Zayn was teabagging him, so. Hope sucked out.
Teabagged. Man, poor Kevin.
He got sucked and teabagged. Oh, shit! Big E!
Hopefully she got out of the way in time.
She did.
Okay. She's new, so you never know. Oh, his badass guy wasn't there to save him. He's like, what happened? Oh my gosh. Are you okay?
I left you for 1 second.
Like, why did you get in trouble? Chris was like, this make a girl look like Charlie for a sec, right? JVD says this crew accent is getting cringe as fuck, right? Like, it's getting bad. Like,
he's a champion, guys. It's gonna be here for at
terrible.
least a year.
Fluttergast's like,
Not
thank
the
you,
champion
Mr.
for a
E.
year,
Oh,
but-
wait, what? Yeah, thanks, Big E. We wanted him to shut up. That was a good way to do it.
Aleister Black!
A new vision from the twisted mind of Aleister Black.
Yay, everybody at home is excited.
Aleister Black is back?
Better tell Luke, turn it on.
Is he wearing his suit stuff though?
Look at his glasses.
Oh, Lord.
Grandpa has those glasses.
Tales of the Dark Father.
Oh, God.
Oh, Lord Pants.
Reminds me of the Deathly Hallows.
A little bit. It's like, Pat is cringe. He sounds just like Matt Stryker.
Old Matt Stryker.
Chris is like, yeah, Aleister Black. JVD's like, McAfee's a lot better than the new Raw announce. That guy sucks. I know, right? Annan or Aknan or Akblab or whatever his name is. Akbar.
What are you talking about?
The new announcer on Raw.
Oh, Adnan.
That's
Burke.
it. Hold. Chris kind of like Mortal Kombat Aleister Black? No, definitely Hollows Aleister Black.
It's definitely Harry Potter-ish.
What?
It's crazy that he's pulling off those big old glasses like that. It reminds me of the 1970s. Or 60s.
You know what he looks like with those glasses on?
What?
Jeffrey Dahmer.
Oh, God.
Because he wore glasses like that.
Yeah.
Like, in all of his interviews, he has those glasses on. Almost the
Alistair and
exact same
Deathly
type.
Hallows.
They're serial killer glasses. Just saying. Oh, the SmackDown Tag Team Champions out there. The Dirty Dogs. Or Dogs.
The Glorious Show-Offs. Told that to Joe last night and he fell in love with it, and all the people in his chat fell in love with it.
The glorious show-offs?
Mm-hmm. They're like, oh my god, so much better.
Than the dirty dogs?
Yeah.
Well, he was a show-off, and he was glorious, so why wouldn't they be? Chris O'Connor's like, so now Alistair is wearing glasses. He looks like cult leader David Koresh. JVD's like, LAOD, that was too accurate. Just crazy.
Street Profits.
Street Profits out there.
With their red cup this time.
Yeah. You decided you needed to use a different one? Because it's like the Bulldogs. Nope. The Dirty Dogs. Alita says Amazon shopping cart is already at 150. You're right. JVD's like,
there she is. There's the ding dong.
All. Yeah. Poor Kayla. She's like, so should I have this mic still? Ding dong. Hello, poor Kayla. Run away.
I like Bailey's top. She's also looks like she's got something from the Harry Potter.
Around her neck?
Around her neck, yeah. The medallion.
Her weird necklace she's got on.
The resurrection stone around her neck.
JVD's like, I don't care what anyone say. Bailey looks great. Oh, are you a little Bailey lover? That's nice.
The ding dong. I said her shirt's amazing. I like it.
Chris Connie says, oh, Bailey, looking so Karen tonight.
Wouldn't it be funny if she asked Kayla if she could speak to her manager? Like, who's your boss? She's calling her. She's not even there. Oh, no, she's coming. The ding dong. I'll say it to her face.
I know they're together, but I really think that they shouldn't pull that whole we're together garbage
There's a
shit.
good chance that the wrestlers don't want it either. Becky said that the worst thing that happened to her is when they started putting Seth and her out there together.
Yeah.
So she hated it too.
It's fucking dumb.
So there's a good chance that the wrestlers don't like it either, and then the writers write it in.
It's just fucking stupid. Flash is like, was that B? Yeah, that was Bailey. Oh, you mean on the phone. That wasn't Bailey.
Belair.
That was Bailey. Just kidding. It was Bianca Belair.
Double B.
Old Bianca Belair.
Also her boobs. No, I'm just kidding. They're not that big. They don't even have the date.
Witness.
They didn't even have the date. It said coming soon.
They're dumb. They don't.
It's the 8th.
I know what it is. They're like, it's too far out. We cannot say that that's what's going to happen. The world might end before.
1 week from today, Ruiz fight. 2 weeks from, well, not today. 1 week from tomorrow, Ruiz fight. 2 weeks from that day is Canelo Alvarez fight. It's an interesting exhaust. It's like a glass pack on a 4-cylinder or something.
I guess. Chris is like, yeah, wrestlers shouldn't say they are together unless storylines.
Right.
I just think it's dumb.
And not have them really together. But yeah, like Mandy and Otis, that's fine.
Yeah.
Sonya and Aleister Black would be great. Sonya is very pretty, I guess you could say. She's got that olive skin.
Mm-hmm.
And it just looks good with her hair.
Right. JVD's like, there goes Riddle outside room. Meep. Right? Could you guys hear that? I'm pretty sure you could. Anyways, Vindicator's like, meep. Oh, Vin. Says, how are you two doing tonight?
Doing fantastic.
Great. You decided to come in for 2.5 seconds tonight?
Catch the end.
Catch 10 minutes before you leave because you don't like who might be on?
He loves everybody on SmackDown.
It's SmackDown, so you won't see Charlotte.
Or recaps.
We didn't see any Sasha yet, but we're seeing some Bayley and probably Bianca.
She said she'll be here in a minute. Bianca. No, not Bayley.
Bayley was already there. Because it kind of is like Sonya and Reigns. It would be like when AJ Lee was the Raw GM and Punk was WWE champ.
Oh, yep.
That would be weird. I don't like that. Sonya and Reigns. Ew. What a horrible combination.
Just because you don't like Roman.
I just don't think it's a good combination.
Ding Dong.
Talking Smack.
The Ding Dong's going to be on Talking Smack.
It's available tomorrow. It's not available the minute it happens?
It's on Peacock. There she is.
Do it, Bayley. Oh, God. Seriously.
Gorilla Press.
She finally got her own plates, finally.
Yeah. She's like, damn. Oh, one more thing. I don't know what I'm laughing about.
Me neither.
Because it wasn't real.
Because she's a joke.
Ray!
Vindicator's like, no, of course not, Duluth. 2.5 seconds was what I was shooting for. Oh, okay, good. Good deal. Lily Kelly's like, that wouldn't work. Sonya's outwardly lazy. So?
It's fine.
Some of them are outwardly married, but they still stick them with other people. What the fuck difference does it make?
It's a TV show. There's actors that are lesbians in real life that have male companions on the screen.
I don't see any difference, really. Flash, I see it. I told you that was Bianca. Oh, right. Chris Akine's like, Teabag City Oh, jeez. JVD's laughing. Delilah's in the chat. Hey, Delilah says Bayley has gone bonkers Mayday. A lot. Yeah.
Are they going up against Alpha Academy?
I think that, yes. Yes, that's who they're going up against. She said it in the back to the Glorious Show-Offs. Alita's like, okay. Well, it's true though, right, Alita? I mean, like, just because her personal life is that, doesn't mean that they can't put her in storylines with people. They tried to put her in kind of a storyline a little bit with Dolph and them a little bit, too.
Right. With Otis.
And stuff. So, I mean, I just, what's good for the goose is good for the gander. I look at it like this. If women want to be treated like men, there you go. You'll have to have storylines like that. Sorry.
Otis's shoulders weren't even, they were 6 inches off the ground.
They were. His head was there, but his shoulders were not touching the mat. At least one of them wasn't. Both of them definitely weren't. Vindicator's like, but yeah, I will hopefully be able to talk more with you guys on Monday. Rain and wind is messing up my Wi-Fi here, so enjoy the show if you can. At least no spawns or swindlers came out to ruin it. Vindicator, that's pretty weird that you have wind and rain messes your Wi-Fi up. That's kind of silly and weird.
Very, very weird.
Anyways, James Howell's like, blue paint? What about blue paint? And Vindicator's like, see you for Recap Mania. Yeah, Recap Raw. It's everybody's favorite show.
It's coming, too.
Recap
Just 3
Raw.
days away.
Mm-hmm. God, why does he have a his shirt tucked into his pants. Oh my god, that is so
talking about?
awkwardly weird.
Who?
The only one that has actual shirt tucked into his pants?
Is it Dominic?
Yes, and now he's pulling his pants up to his belly button. Look at him. Oh my god, seriously? Oh my god. Oh my god. And then these two are like,
They at least say match
matching
now.
onesies. This is better.
The Alpha Academy.
Penny Lang in the chat.
Hey, Penny.
Penny's like, I miss Tucky Wucky. Oh yeah, old Tucky.
He's been released.
Krizakati says one-winged angel, one-winged angel, one-winged angel is how Don Callis is going to be screaming into the mic this Sun when Kenny becomes Impact Champ.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah, I hope he doesn't become Impact Champ because I think that's fucking ridiculous. It's like they're
He's
making
collecting
a
belts.
joke out of fucking AEW's championship. What a bunch of dumb shit.
Very upset about that. Oh, big clothesline by Otis.
Get him, Otis! Make his pants fall off. He's been pulling them up all night.
Poor Dom.
Dominic's like, I've got the love handles going on. Dude, you're not supposed to have love handles. You're a guy.
And you're skinny.
He has love handles. Ew, a little
Follow away
squishies on the
slam.
back.
No. Just a mean power slam right there.
It's a mean streak.
He's
Ugh.
getting this load.
Ew! Oh my god.
It's like Kevin Owens all over
Otis
again.
is out there teabagging people. Jesus Christ almighty. What in the hell? JVD's laughing. Oh my lord.
Oh, double clothesline. Chad Gable picks up Ray. Look at him. Gorilla presses him down into a inverted belly breaker.
Guess. I think Chad's trimmed up a little bit more.
A little bit.
He doesn't look as... He used to be kind of, not fluffy, but like, he had fluff with his muscle.
A little fluffy.
Mm-hmm. It's kind of weird. I don't like it.
Remember,
Right?
program.
You woke up early. No one cares. Exactly, Travis. No one cares. I woke up at like 4:30 this morning. I don't care. Good for you. You're like these commercials on Become Your Parents.
Guess
Or
what?
in Travis's case, your grandparents.
Guess what? The waiter doesn't need to know your name. If
I
they
like
don't
to
wanna-
know their names.
If
'cause
they
then I
don't
can
want to know
thank
my
them.
name, then I don't want to eat there.
You have to eat there a lot and then they'll want to know your name. Although that never really happened with me. I went to one place every Friday for like months on end. They knew exactly my order that I wanted. Would ask me if I wanted my double fries or not. But they never asked my name. They just knew me by my order.
You know, a lot of people go in to restaurants, eat, and then leave a tip. The trick is to go in, leave a tip, and then they will live up to the tip you gave them.
Is that how it goes?
You tip them first.
You put that 20 on the table.
And you say, will you take care of me and my friends? And they'll say, absolutely. And they'll be there constantly the whole time. They won't leave you alone.
And do you give them extra at the end if they did a really, really good job and you
Can if
put
you
a
want
tab
to.
that was higher than the 10% or 15% that your 20 didn't
Right.
cover? Just out of curiosity.
But that's the trick, is you give the tip first.
Right, so I know a lot of people don't think about this, and maybe some people do nowadays, but, you always, tend to tip your delivery driver and stuff like that. But I tip the people, because I get to go a lot and I go and pick it up, I will tip them. I will put a tip when I go pick up my food. And I did that for a long time.
It's good for you.
And then all of a sudden they were like, well, all the pandemic stuff, and they're like, you should do this. You should, tip these people. And it's like, I've been fucking doing that for years, you assholes. Why weren't you?
Money's one of the most abundant things in the world, and so you want that energy with money. You want to give as much money as you can, and then you will receive. Don't give to receive, but you will receive if you give.
I get food for my money.
Because you will be in a state of charitable state, and therefore you will receive whatever frequency you put out. Frequency you get back.
Janelle Jackson's in the chat. Hey, Janelle says,
Hey, Janelle.
if you guys was in a mixed tag team match, who would you want to tag up with?
Like against? Like we'd be a team and we'd go up against somebody else?
If you guys was in a mixed tag team match, who would you want to team up with?
Okay.
So if you were in a mixed
so
tag
what
match,
girl would I pick?
what girl would... I
Um,
wouldn't pick anybody.
Becky Lynch. Is that funny?
Nothing, I don't know.
Now your turn. Pick a guy.
Bobby Lashley, so he could beat the poop out of you. I want to see you be put in the Hurt Lock. I wonder if you can even get your short little arms up there.
My flexibility would be an issue. What?
We have Robbie in the chat. Hey, Robbie, how's it going? James Howell's like, sounds good, D. Right. Robbie says, how's SD? Any good? It's been pretty good so far, Robbie.
It was okay.
We had about a 40-minute tag match at the very beginning of the show. It was pretty good. And JVD's like, I hate how sometimes you go in bathrooms and they have a guy trying to wash your hands for you with a tip jar. I'm like, I know how to wash my own hands. Maybe next time that happens, you should whip out your dick and be like, do you want to wash this too?
Don't ever do that. Ever. She's not even playing. Like, don't ever do that. Last thing we need is that on her conscience.
I am kidding. Don't do that. It's they don't appreciate it. The bathroom
The
attendant.
Otis.
They look at you really like bad when you don't wash your hands too. They just kind of look at you and go judgment in their eyes.
I've never been in a place that had a restroom attendant. So
Me neither. I've never gone to that wild. Oh wait, because I go to the girls' bathroom. Next time I'm going to say that I identify as a man, so I need to use the men's restroom on a constant basis. JBD's like Trav in the Hurt Lock, LMAO. Right? Ryan was like, D, you're wild. Chris was like, he might teabag someone in the bathroom.
Otis would probably drop his load. So.
JVD's like, LMAO, I'm not going to do that. No worries. The poor bathroom attendant. They're like, okay, everybody. Ray's telling you all to get excited, so you need to start clapping.
Yeah, the guy on there just said, all right, let's hear it for Ray.
He wants you to get excited.
Let him have it. Bring it loud. All right, let's hear the boos. For the Alpha Academy.
Right? Boo.
Look at these explosive. He loves fighting these littler guys that he can manhandle.
Who? Chad Gable?
Yeah.
Ray.
Oh, Ray landed on his feet. Not
That
Ray.
is Dominic, and Dominic is bigger than him.
Well, he's
like
still
taller.
He's still skinny.
JVD's like, damn, I'm gonna start calling Chris Teabag Chris. Right. He's definitely got that on his mind. Like, has that happened to him in a past life or something? And I enjoyed it. I'm just kidding. Janelle's like, I didn't want to bring this back up because I know you guys probably heard about it, but with the sick person puts belongings in a trash bag to a WWE superstar. It's the same guy that helped get the Iconics fired, and he has been fired.
He's gone.
That man has been executed. Vince made sure of it. Strung him up in a tree and whatnot.
I don't know about all that, but he is fired.
Toes.
It reflects on the whole company when they do shit like that. So.
Yeah, and in all reality, who in their right mind would think that was a joke? Like, you have to stop and think about that kind of crap when you do stupid shit. Like,
oh, Ray!
Do you want your job?
Hurricane Rana off the top!
You don't want your job. That's somebody who doesn't want their job. Janelle says, do you think this means a big push for Aleister Black when he comes back? I sure hope so.
Yeah, we're gonna get something from him. I don't know how big of a push it'll be, but at least mid-card. It just depends on what room they have.
Mm-hmm. Chris is like, no, I'd rather have a girl bag. Oh, really? You like purses, huh? That's nice. I mean, I know they call them man purses, too, but, I mean, you know.
Like Joey Behar. By the way, I don't know who Joey Behar is, so just, you know. Like, if you were to Google that and send me a picture, I would then know, but I
have
don't
no
know.
idea either. I was thinking Joey off of Friends and his man bag. JVD's like, Chris rather be piff bagged.
Oh! Piff bagged.
Piff bagged. Seems to be pretty easy in the Americas, so I've heard.
There it is!
All a bunch of loose women.
5-star frog splash! 1, 2, no Otis! 3!
Otis got distracted over there by a turkey leg, I guess.
Dominic and Ray!
Oh, good. I'm so glad that they put him with his daddy so they could be a tag team together. So weird. It's the gayest, dumbest thing ever.
Eventually they'll end up wrestling each other, right? Oh, here comes Cesaro. He wants to hear.
Alita Kelly's like, LOL, teabagging. Does everyone know what that is? Do you want to give us a complete definition, Alita? Is that what you're trying to tell us?
It's when you get tea, and they come in these little sacks with a string.
And you get hot water.
You put the water in it, and then you let it sit in there. You boil the water, and then after you're done with it, you throw it at them.
Yeah.
That's teabagging. I know what it is.
It's definitely good for bruises. Chris O'Connor's like, Mandy and Dana bagged? Yeah, something like that.
A lot of bags.
JVD's laughing. What?
Song.
Oh, yeah?
Can't hold still.
It's the original stuffed crust from Pizza Hut. It's only $11.99.
Well, happy droplets.
That's dumb.
Mm-mm.
They're like, you can learn to paint your bottle. I bet you can. Any bottle. Get your Jack Daniels out and put it up there. What? Something. Which one out of those is a Bob Ross?
Well, there's no happy trees. There's no happy trees, and there could be happy trees. Well, didn't you just say that that one's Bob Ross? The last one you did.
This one?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, I thought you said it was.
No, we took a picture with Bob Ross.
So it's got to be one with trees. So it's one of those two. So I'm gonna say the one with the more trees over there.
It's this one.
Oh, that one has some trees too.
And that one. I think they're both Bob Rosses.
Because they have happy trees.
No, just because that's what he liked to do was those kind of things. Oh, Lita Kelly's like, yeah, right, if you say so. It's totally what it is. Janelle Jackson says, I'll be watching the Impact pay-per-view on Sunday. Do you think it's smart to give Kenny Omega all the belts? I know he's called the belt collector.
We'll see if that's where they're going to go with it, but I would assume so, that it's okay. They've got something under contract, I'm sure.
Yeah, I think it's dumb.
I want to see how he loses the belt, especially if
both
it's
of
like
them at
John
the same
Moxley
time.
Or something. No, it wouldn't be that.
No, I want it to be both of them at the same time. I want him to be devastated. Then
it's going to be a TNA champion.
Oh, boo-hoo, win.
Well, I don't want to see a TNA champion on Impact.
I don't want to see any of them on AEW. I don't want to see him on AEW anymore. I want him to not have the title. He's made it into a big fat joke with that dumb jackass he has with him.
Kanellis or Callis?
Yeah, that guy. Robbie's like, LOLD, your explanations of teabagging. What was Travis's explanation of teabagging? Isn't that what you guys do in the UK? Don't you guys do a whole bunch of teabagging all the time?
They probably don't have tea
You
bags.
guys are like freaking experts at it. No, they do. I've seen it. They do have tea bags.
Oh. Yeah, these professional tea drinkers on YouTube.
The professional tea drinkers don't. They do it the old-fashioned way with loose tea.
Like a reach around?
Yeah, the old-fashioned tea bagging.
Right.
Where they put the loose stuff in a container or in the bottom of their glass or their cups or whatever. Alita Kelly says, I had Domino's. So you didn't have the Pizza Hut, you had the Domino's. We've had this discussion before in this chat, which is hilarious. What your favorite pizza is. Of a major chain. You'd have to say that because there's a lot of people that have pizzas they like that are from small companies in their area that make better pizza, I guess you could say.
I would go with pizza every single time because I like how it's cooked. And I like their sauce because there's usually more.
Yeah, you're a sauce person.
But Domino's
changed
their stuff up a little bit, and it's pretty good. But I still would take Pizza Hut just because it's more of a staple.
I've always liked Pizza Hut's sauce a little bit better than I do everybody else's. I never really liked Domino's. It's okay, but it's probably not my first pick. Chris Akane says, I think Moose will interfere in Kenny versus Swan match. That's a possibility.
That could happen. We're going to wait for Roman for this next 10 minutes.
Yeah, again. Because they waited for him earlier and then beat the crap out of Jey Uso.
Got about 7 minutes left.
Rob is like, you joker, D, you're wild with your comments. I'm just going off of what I've been told to say, you know. I mean, I'm a dumb, ignorant American. What do I know?
Fact.
Might as well live up to the idiocy of all the other countries who think we're idiots.
I mean, I put the crown on top, right, when we talk about dumb American. Like, you guys have a Hollywood? Like, you guys make movies there? People were like, oh my god. I honestly thought only movies were made in America. So, and this, by the way, this only changed this year. Like, within the last, 3 months. This isn't, 2 years ago that I learned that movies were made somewhere else.
So weird. Alita's like, Pizza Hut really my favorite, but Domino's only delivers.
Now they're going to tell me that they record music in other countries, too.
So, does the Pizza Hut in your state where you're living at doesn't deliver? Or it doesn't deliver to where you're at? That's weird.
Pickup only.
Or are you saying that you went into Pizza Hut and ate?
Oh, that'd be fun. I haven't done that forever.
Well, they're pretty much getting rid of that. We have one Pizza Hut in town that still does that.
By the college?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I'm surprised it's still in business. JVD's laughing. Will he defend the championship against him? He's out here. Let's go to commercial real quick. JVD's like, I want to see Trav on Smarter Than a Fifth Grader. With his weird, outbursts of weird.
Yeah, it depends on what fifth grader and what question, because obviously they ask different questions.
Yes,
so.
they do.
I know a lot of that stuff, but there is some stuff I would absolutely get destroyed.
Wow, so, I didn't realize that Cesaro was so much taller than Roman Reigns.
That's a big dude.
I knew that he was tall, but that's pretty funny.
You don't deserve it. You haven't earned it.
Blah, blah, blah.
They're like, Cesaro, we're going to push you right to the main event scene. You're not going to win a title, but you're going to be in the main event scene.
Ooh, we're going to have you talk. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, too funny. Oh, Lydica's like, Pizza Hut is pick up only. Well, they're stupid. That's dumb.
Uh-oh, he's going to challenge
That's really
Daniel.
dumb because they, pride themselves on being a delivery.
He's
everywhere. That's so weird.
He's challenging
Of course
Daniel.
he's challenging Daniel.
Daniel doesn't want any of it.
I don't like you.
I don't like you.
Never liked you.
Liked you.
Oh, that's sweet. That is really sweet of him to give him an opportunity. Ugh, that is retarded. I'm sorry for
Next
you,
week
Alita.
on
That's just
SmackDown.
dumb.
You know what he's going to say? Okay, but if I win, then Cesaro... How'd that work, though? Because then he'd be champion. Huh.
You have to take it. You have to take it.
It's
You
next
have
week.
to.
He's going to wrestle him at the pay-per-view. Don't worry about it, Daniel. Say yes.
Ravi's like, Domino's definitely overrated. It sometimes
Shut up.
is. Alita's like, I was just going to say that he was taller. I didn't I mean, I knew Cesaro was a tall guy, but it's kind of funny seeing him against Roman, who they try to portray as this big, tall guy. Oh, so he's trying to get rid of him completely?
Gone.
That's funny.
When he loses. So Daniel Bryan's next week. Because there's no way he's becoming champion next week.
That's really sweet. Roberto says, y'all have a good night. All right, Roberto, thanks. I'll see y'all for WWE Raw this Monday.
We'll
see him on Monday Raw.
He accepts.
He accepts, so he might not be here ever again. Yeah,
so he's going to move over to Raw then? Or they're just going to play it off? Like he didn't really.
They're going to probably do something weird. JVD's like, Roman's promos are fire. Are you smoking crack, man?
You know what else could happen is Daniel could win, but not the belt.
True.
My doctor bought that belt.
That particular one?
Yes. And it's the $4,000 one.
Oh, okay.
So it's got all the stones
all
in it and stuff.
Big, yeah. All the fancy.
He showed me a bunch of pictures of him.
That's cool. That's a funny thing for, like, somebody who's, like, in that profession to, like, I really want to collect. I'm going to collect $4,000 wrestling belts. Okay, honey.
His wife's like, doesn't understand. What are you going to do with it?
He's like,
don't worry about it.
Do you want to play some role playing? Ew.
You'll be Buffy and I'll be Hulk Hogan.
Never again. It's funny.
I just wish Buffy would never end. I dream about it. Every single time we watch it, I dream about it.
Do you?
Last night was brutal.
Oh, I'm sorry. We'll have to watch Angel.
I was getting chased by
It's not quite the same.
some murdering thing.
Some demon monster.
And I was trying to get in and I couldn't. It's sucky.
Robbie's like, Brian wants to wind down with his wife and kids. Then why'd he come back? He had the perfect out for never coming back. He was injured and never had to do it again. But, that didn't happen, I guess. Let's see. Lieutenant Mark's like, I'm gone. Godfleshy says, let's go. JVD says, thanks for the stream, guys. Have a great weekend. You also, everybody. You guys be safe out there. Thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight. We really appreciate each and every one of you. If you are new and just kind of lurking in the background, please don't forget to subscribe. And if you are in our chat and you're just hanging out, please give us a thumbs up on the video. It helps with our algorithm and makes it so other people can see us too, which is fantastic. And tell your friends.
Yeah, tell somebody. So watch these guys, they're clowns.
Exactly, clowns. Perfect. Lita's like, 4K what? 4K for a belt. So like the main $4,000 for one of the big main whatever WWE.
Yeah, go on WWE.com to shop, and then go to the wrestling belts, and then go to the expensive ones. You'll see that they have a top tier one, and they're about $4,000.
Mm-hmm.
And they are really nice, and they're individual stoned. He also sent it off because he didn't like the leather that it came on.
Yeah.
He put it on a new leather, so he got it leather backed, and so it cost more that way too.
Oh wow!
But it's way soft now.
Oh yeah, instead of it being all very hard and stuff. Robbie says, Brian, he loves his wrestling. Hard for mans to walk away. True that. Aaliyah's like, I liked both those shows, Buffy and Angel. Yeah, good shows. All right, everybody, again, thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight. We really do appreciate each and every one of you. You are what makes Wrestling Gab.
Thanks for watching Wrestling Gab. Have a good weekend, guys. Be safe. We'll see you on Monday. Bye-bye.
Bye.